Joking, I get what you're saying, but the good news is there are a lot of people who are talking about racial relations in our community. Conversation on race is a difficult topic for many people around the world, and Charlotte is no different. Discussion of race can create intense emotions for all those involved, but if we want to have a meaningful and safe conversation about race to try and make a difference with racial inequity, it is now time to embrace the discomfort. Some may feel challenged on how, when, or with who we should talk to about racial inequity. The discussion starts with your family and your friends. Our service topic team did in-depth research through speaking to leaders in the community, from nonprofits to churches to those in law enforcement and those at our universities, and also by attending community forums on the topic. We gained a deep understanding of the discussions on the racial matters, and one of the best resources and most collaborative work in the community has been done by rmjj.org or Race Matters for Juvenile Justice. Through our research, we identified 4 tactics that can help you to initiate positive change around racial views and continue the progress against racial inequity. First is understanding your own racial and cultural identity. Second is embracing the discomfort. Third, getting proximate. And fourth, maintaining hope. Understanding your own racial and cultural identity is important. In order to be an effective facilitator on the topic of race and to have a safe conversation, you need to understand your own views and your own values and biases about others. For example, what does it mean to be identified as white, as African American, Latino, Hispanic, Asian American? Understanding yourself and your racial and cultural identity will help you be more confident in racial discussions and help you and others feel more secure in discussions, and most important, it'll create trust. Second is to embrace the discomfort. Recognize that implicit bias, it does exist, and we are not colorblind. Saying we are colorblind is a white privilege. We are all products of society and the culture and conditioning of society, so we all need to acknowledge our racial biases. Being honest and admitting your biases encourages others to be open and honest. If you're white, do not feel guilty for it. Instead, use your position to change the conversation. Take the opportunity to educate others about implicit bias, using the information we've learned through racial inequity through Leadership Charlotte and organizations such as rmjj.org to educate others. Search for your own individual implicit bias and challenge yourself to reprogram your own unconscious associations with different races. When talking about race, be willing to support the discussion of emotions of others by allowing others to share their feelings and anxieties. You help that person or that group understand each other better and empathize with their perspectives. Third is to get proximate. Work against the implicit unconscious bias by being aware of people around you. Be intentional about socializing professionally and personally with different ethnicities and perspectives and ideas. Stop avoiding those who are different than you. Rather, broaden and diversify your friendships and your social networks. For example, we can make a difference by intentionally planning social connections with your children and other children of different ethnic backgrounds. You can help stop racism from spreading to future generations by educating your children on racial inequity, and let our children know they are important to our future progress. When more people invite and welcome others of different color and background into their lives, then more children of today will grow up in an environment knowing that their lives matter, their future matters, and that their future has hope. Developing genuine friendships that transcend race help all people to see beyond the label or the stereotype and provide us compassion and understanding. And fourth is maintaining hope. Continue your education and learning of racial inequities and stay active. Share what you've learned about racial inequality with your family and your friends to educate them. But most of all, be respectful. Be mindful of all perspectives. By having effective racial dialogue, we can improve communication and enhance racial harmony, which can lead to positive change.